ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम् वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Did you go through the last class video record?
Yes, Guruji.
So, I think you are there. Yes.
Yeah.
Krityaha. Yes, Krityaha. What are Krityas? Krityaha. Krityaha ke.
They're a subset of Krit Pratyayas.
Very good. Yes. Krit Pratyas are generally used in what sense? What lakara? What lakara artha? And what does it denote? Krit pratyena kim abhigitam in general. This is in general. I'm talking about Krit, not Kritya.
Krit is, they added to dhatus to get Kridanta Pratipadika.
That's okay. That's fine.
Lot and ling. Lot and ling. I mean, Kritya is lot and ling.
And Krit is used. There is no kala, we cannot say, because it depends on the pratyaya. What pratyaya in the among the Krit that we have to see. But Krit is because we have Nishta pratyaya, karma, it is Bhute, and Shatranta, which both we have seen elaborately. Right? Nishta pratyaya tavatu denotes past tense. And Shatrishana present. That's why we say present participle. So I use the continuous participle. So Kala we cannot say, depends on what pratyaya is among the Krit. But Krit in general refers to the doer of the action, because it is every Krit has got a dhatu from which it is derived, right? Kriya is every Krit has got a Kriya, action. So Krit in general refers to the doer of the Kriya. Whatever dhatu is there, the dhatu is nothing but the Kriya and action, vyapara, refers to the doer of the Kriya, Krit, Kartari Krit, that's the general sutra in that. Among the Krit, we have Krityas. Now, here the krityas are used in, you can say, lingarte kritya, lingarte kritya. Not only that lingarte, linga means lingar lot, agnya prathanadishu, ling lotau, the sense of request or command. Ling lakara and lot lakara is used. Not only in that, as so many other meanings also it is used. Vidhi, nimantrana, amantrana iti. But kritya, in addition to that, yogyarte, harharte, shakyarte, we will see. Or I don't know whether in this class we discussed. The sense of able to, the sense of being eligible, in the sense of that something which is necessarily to be done. Like swadhyayaha adhyetavyaha. Once adhyaya, once shaka, the Veda, one must study. Right? We can take it as a command, or we can take it as an, should be done in the, in that sense, command. Or suppose you say, avashyakarte, in the sense of that's something which is avashyam. That's avashyakarte. Annam kadaniyam. That is shudartaha. Shudartena annam kadaniyam. Avashyaka, he requires annam, food. By him, annam should be eaten. So avashyakarte, the sense of that which is something necessarily to be done. Right? Avashyakarte, yogyarte, arharte. So all these meanings, nityas are used. Main is lingarte, lingar lotarte. And other meanings are also used there. So it doesn't refer to a kala, it is also in the same as potential or imperative, that sense. But it is not a kriya padam because it is a krit, therefore kridanta pratipadikam. Okay, and another thing is this will refer to kritya. By kritya, what is referred to? Not karta. It is exception to that. It refers to karma, the object.
Bhava karma.
Bhava karma. Bhave, if the dhatu cannot take karma, then it is bhave. Or karma avekshayam api bhave. Otherwise, it is karmani. Like nishtha pratyaya, but here nishtha is bhute arte. This is not bhute. You can simply understand this. Remember, lingarte kritya pratyaha dhatoha bhavati karmani. Simple. In one sentence, what we discussed now. So that's, you can see point by point. Krit pratyas in general added to the dhatu referring to karta, and kritya in the sense of bhava and karma. Bhava is the pure action. Karma is referring to the karma, the object. And we saw the 7 pratyas. Yat, nyat, kyap, tavya, tavyat, aniyar, kelimar. The content of these pratyas are same. When the content of the pratyas are same, yat, tavya and tavyat. And here, of course, they are different. And they can mainly for this. In fact, tavyat also we can exclude because takara is only for swara. We don't know what swara is. We can discount that. So we can take yata, nyata, kyapa, tavya, aniyar, and kelivar. These 6 pratyas. Among the 6 pratyas, the 3 pratyas have got the same content after removing the letter. So it doesn't mean the 7 pratyas can be added to dhatu. But if the content is same, then we cannot add those pratyas to the dhatu. Only one of them should be added. It's a rule. If the swarupa, that is, if the content of the pratyaya is same, then only one among them can be added to dhatu. Only one can be. That depends on the rules. So among the yat, nyat, and kyap, these three pratyas are the same content. Depending on the dhatu, any one only can be added to the dhatu, and we get a kritya. And tabya can be added to any dhatus, and aniyar also, and kelimar also can be added to the dhatu. But regarding yat, nyat, kyap, there are rules because the content is same. Only one of them, like we saw, Ajanta dhatu will take yat pratyaya. Dhatu ending with ach vowel will take yat. Then nyat will be for a halanta dhatu. And also, not only that, for rikaranta dhatu. Therefore, it is an exception, partial exception. Rikara, which is a part of ach. We said ach anta pratyaya. Ajanta pratyaya takes yat, but with the exception of rit, rikara. Rikara ending dhatu and the alanta dhatu will take nyat pratyaya. And kyap is something we will see. So there are exception. Okay. So these are all. You will see when we see elaborately, then you will understand. But remember, all these are what pratyaya? They are krit pratyaya. Under krit, it is kritya, and further ardha dhatuka pratyaya. So none of the pratyayas are kit or ngit or git. Therefore, angakarya is not negated. It will happen. If it is possible, it will happen. If anga fulfills the condition, it will happen. If anga fulfills the condition, it will happen. So, like for example, tavya. Tavya is added in the sense of that, which is the same thing as I told. Lingarte should be done. Avashyakarte, yogyarte. Karma kartavyam, simple. Nitya karma kartavyam. Nitya karma should be done. Nitya karma should be done. Karma kartavyam. So kru plus tavya. Dhatu is vikaranta dhatu. To this vikaranta dhatu, we can add tavya freely. Aniyar can be added, kelimar. But among the three, only one. Remember like that. So tavya, example I'm just taking. Yet here I have not done example. We will see. Just to give you an idea, tavya pratyaya is added to the kru dhatu ending with r. Ikanta will take guna, become kar, then kartavya. Okay, this is, I said this is a krit pratyaya. Among the krit kritya, adhatuka pratyaya, and pratyaya beginning with val. But doesn't take ittagama. Why? Because the dhatu is anit. That we must know. Kru dhatu is anit dhatu. Therefore, no ittagama. That also we can see from the pratyaya. Because the content is, for these three pratyaya is ya, beginning with ya, not a val, therefore no itagama. Whereas tavya, itagama will come because it's a part of val. Aniyar, no, because a is not a val. Similarly, kelimar also not a val. So only for tavya you will have itagama, provided the dhatu is said. That we know. So kartavya, similarly, kru plus aniyar, content is aniya only. Refa is the letter. So kru will undergo angakarya, kar, and this is not a val, no itagama. Therefore, kar plus aniya, karaniya. Of course, nattam also will happen because intervening letter is only akara, which is permissible letter. At, ku, pu, vang, num, vyavaye api. Karaniya. Then this also have given nyat. Content is ya. Because the dhatu is rikaranta dhatu. Therefore, among the three pratyayas, yat, nyat, kyap, nyat pratyaya only can be added. Vikaranta dhatu and halanta dhatu will take Nyat Pratyaya. So therefore Nyat Pratyaya. And Pratyaya being Nit, important to be noted here. When the Pratyaya is Nit, then Igantasya Angasya Vriddhihi Bhavati. Angakarya we need to remember. If Anga ending with the equal letter and if the Pratyaya is Sarvadhatuka, Radhadhatuka Pratyaya, Angakarya happens. Igantanga will take Guna, Rasvaika Pada will take Guna, and if it is among the Iganta also, if it's the Pratyaya is Nit, then Iganta also will take Vriddhi, not Iganta, in fact, Akshay. Iganta anyway, each is Iganta is fine. Iganta will take Vriddhi. Kru will become Kar, not Kar. The Pratyaya here it is Aniyar. Kru becomes Kar. Here Pratyaya is Tavya. Kru Angakarya happens Kar. But here it is Kar. Why? Because this is a Nit Pratyaya. When Pratyaya is Nit or Nit, Vriddhi will happen. Those Angakaryas we have seen in 1, 4, 6, 10 in other places also. Yatra Shanaj, Niktak Tavatu. So that Nijanta, so remember, Karya Vriddhi happens. So Karya. Okay, in what sense is Kritya Pratyas are used? We saw in the last class. Raisha Atisarga Prapta Kaleshu. Raisha Atisarga Prapta Kaleshu. Arharte, Shakyarte, Yogyarte, Avashakarte. Right?
Yes, yes.
So you can see Presha is Preshanam. See, it's all Sutra is there. Without Sutra, I'm just without Sutra, I'm just saying Presha. So Preshanam is directing someone. Vidhi, order. Atisarga. You need to remember these words, technical terms. Atisarga is Kamacharaha. The meaning of the word Atisarga is Kamachara. Just either you can remember this or just to know the meaning of this permission. Asking permission. Shall I go? Something like that. Permission to do like this. Okay. Permission to do as one likes. Prapta Kala. Right time, opportune time to do. Prapta Kaleshu. Then Arharte. Arha is eligible. Shakya Arte. Shakya means capable, capability, capable or ability. Simple words you can understand. Arha is what? There is a dhatu arhati, argataha, arhanti. Ought to do. Right? Similarly, Shakya, capable. Avashyaka, the sense of necessity. Why it is given necessity? There's some reason I given all this Avashyaka. Say, the sense of necessity. Okay, so remember this. Presha Tisarga Prapta Kaleshu Arharte Shakyarte Arhate Shakyarte Avashyakarte. Okay, the meaning is Avashyaka means Avashyaka, the word itself says necessity, in the sense of something which is necessarily to be done. Shakya, Arga. So remember these 6 meanings. These 6 are popular meanings. That's why I have given this. Then the rules, the regard to. Did we see all this in the last class?
Yeah, so
Up to?
up till 6.
Okay, then yat pratyaya. This is what I said. Yat pratyaya added to the dhatu. Which dhatus? Ajanta dhatu. See, this is simple. This is not, there's no difficulty in that. So what are krit pratyas? In what sense they are added? And the krit pratyas, among the krit pratyas, which are the, which have the contents, the form of the content same, then only one among them can be added to a dhatu. That depends on conditions. Like for example, yat is one pratyaya, whose content is ya, it can be added only to ajanta dhatu. Sutram is acho yat. Ajanta dhatu will take yat pratyaya. It means it will not take nyat or kyap. So ni plus yat being an adadhatuka pratyaya, and it is not baladi, therefore no itagama, and ni anga ending with e iganta will take guna ne, and then sandhi. Angakarya followed by sandhikarya. Ni become neya, bu become bhavya, jaya, etc. All these things are. And Rivarnanda dhatu and Alanda dhatu will take nyat pratyaya. So among the ach, ru you take it out. That will take nyat, and also hal anta dhatu. Consonant ending with, sorry, dhatus ending with consonants. So kru plus nyat, because it is nit, you will see vriddhi karya, vriddhi anga karya happening to the dhatu. Kru become kar, hu become har. And what about pat? Upada is rasvakara will take vriddhi. So the vriddhi ka anga karyas, you remember? Both of you.
Yeah.
What are the possible anga karyas? Anga karyani. I will write here. You must have seen possible angakaryani. What are the angakarya? Number one, Iganta will take Iganta, Iganta Anga. Iganta Anga will take. So Angakarya happens. Okay, that also we have to write Angakaryani. Sarva Dhatuka. I write in Sanskritam, you can understand. Sarva Dhatuke are the Dhatuke Pratyaya, and followed by Sarvadhatuka or Adadhatuka Pratyaya. Iganta Angasya Guna Angakaryam Gunaha Bhavati, number one. Or either this, or if it is not Igantanga, then Rasva Upadayaha Gunaha Bhavati. This is true. Either one of them will apply. Okay. Then if the Pratyaya is now Nit or Nita Pratyaye Pare, then what is the part of the possible Angakarya? Then Igantasya Angasya Vriddhi. Igantanga will take Vriddhi, and it's Rasva Akarasya Akara Vriddhi. That is, it becomes the A. These are the four possible Angakarya. Can note. These are the four possible Angakaryas. So now among these 7 pratyas, the Nyat only is a Nit pratyaya. Therefore, this any of the 2 Angakarya will happen. Iganta taking Vriddhi, example Kru Dhatu. Just now we saw Kru Dhatu becoming Kar.
Arya.
Upada Akara taking Vriddhi Pat. Pat plus Nyat, content is here, Patya. What is the meaning of Patyam? Patya meaning.
Should be taught,
Patya means Pat means to read,
learn.
Pat means to read. Patya means not to be taught.
Should be read.
Should be read. Gita Patya. Pustakam Patyam. Sanskritam Patyam. Should be read. Okay. Similarly, Pachdatu. Pach will become Pakya. We will see this. Pachdatu. Chakara is weak. I think we have seen Chakara will
Yeah,
become
we saw
Choka Kuku Kuttum happens.
Kakara. Kavarga.
Yes,
Kavarga.
Pakyam. Yes, Kavarga will come. Pakyam means that which must be cooked. Pakyam. Vakya is that which is told. What's it means to speak? Right? So all these meanings, such meanings come. Okay. Then Tavya and Tanir can be added to any dhatus. There's no problem in that. You can add it to any dhatus. You can take more dhatus and then add kru dhatu, suppose if you take. Okay, ni dhatu for starting with. Ni plus tavya. Ni means to lead, to carry. Plus tavya. This is valadi. But we have to see whether the dhatu is straight or on it. Accordingly, we have to add. Now it is not a. Here it is a val. Here it is not. And here it is not a val. Here it is a val. Dhatu is not a. It said dhatu. Therefore, no itagama. Angakarya alone will happen. Ni plus tavya. Ne plus tavya. Angakarya. Tigantasya. Unaha. The ne plus tavya. Ne tavya. Ni plus aniyar. Angakarya alone will happen. Angakarya, I mean, itagama will not come. Angakarya happens, followed by Sandhikarya, Nayaniya. So Netavya, Nayaniya means that should be led, that should be taken. That's meaning. So Kru becomes, it is also Anit Dhatu. Kru plus Tavya, Kru will become Kartavya. That should be done. Kartavyam karma. Karma which is should be done. So Kru plus Aniya, again same thing, Karaniya. Same meaning only. Kartavya, Karaniya, all have the same meaning. Karaniya. Pat dhatu, for example. Pat plus Tavya. Dhatu is a state dhatu. So therefore, because Itagama will come. So becomes Pat, first Itagama do and then you can do the Angakarya. Angakarya possible? No. Anga ending with a consonant. Penultimate is A. So no Angakarya possible. Just add Patitavya. Patitavya meaning to be read. Sanskritam Patitavyam. Napumsakalinga. Sanskrita should be read. Gita Patitavya. Patitavya. All these are Pratipadikam. Kridanta can be declined in all the genders. So in Pullinga, it would be Netavyaha. Netavya will be Netavyaha, Netavyo. Netavyaha Rama Shabdavat. Srilinge.
Netavya.
Nama Shabdavat. Netavyaha. Napumsakalinge.
Netavyam. Netavye. Netavyani.
Netavyani. So Patitavyam, Patitavya, Patitavyani. Pustakam Patitavyam, Pustake Patitavya, Pustakani Patitavyani. Sanskritam Patitavyam, Gita Patitavya, Shastram Patitavyam. Be read. Okay. Aniyar will be Pataniya.
Pataniya.
Aniyar Pratya, Repa is Ita letter. So becomes just add, get Pataniya. It will not take Ittagama because it is not Baladi. Pataniya. Patada, simple. Then similarly, other dhatu, any dhatu. Khad. Kad to eat.
Khaditavya.
Set dhatu. So kaditavya. Set dhatu for kaditavya. That should be eaten. Kad plus aniya. No angakarya possible. Therefore,
Khadaniya.
both have the same meaning. Kaditavya and kadaniya. You can use interchangeably. No problem. Only with regard to yat and kyat, where the content is same, where we cannot use. Here we can use. So like that, all the dhatus, simple actually, tabya and aniya is. Okay. So this shakara, jakara, replaced by corresponding kavarga letter when followed by nit, nyat or git. This is by this kuttam. The kuttam, kuttam in the sandhi context we have seen. Chavarga when followed by jal or chavarga at the end of the padam will be replaced by corresponding kavarga letter. Like in the jalamuch, etc., those shabdas we have seen. Okay. So here, that is the kuttam which comes later. Here there is some, there is a rule is there where chakara or jakara, only these two, will be replaced by kavarga letter when followed by nyat or git pratyaya. Git we are not interested now. Nyat pratyaya. So in the context of nyat, because it is a pratyaya, one of the kritya, so when we add, then we have to remember the chakara, jakara will be replaced by corresponding kavarga letter. So for here, the pach plus nyat, it is not the kuttam what we learned. So here, the kuttam happens. The kuttam happens because of this rule. Chajoho kuginyatoho, that is a sutra. Chakara and chakara and jakara only for these two will be replaced with corresponding kavarga letter when followed by nyat or git pratyaya. Please note this. This is by this rule. Okay. This is also kuttam, but this kuttam happens by this rule, 7352. I think maybe I would have told Tripadi. Remember Tripadi something? No. Okay, leave it, no problem. So, Kutvam is in the context of Sandhi, we saw Kutvam. This is not in the context of Sandhi. Please note, you can understand the difference like that. This is not a Sandhi. Here, Vach, or even Vach, etc. Chakara replaced by corresponding kavarga letter, not because of Sandhi. This is also an Angakarya. Yes, that's better to understand. This is an Angakarya. Chakara replaced by kavarga letter is an Angakarya. When followed by Nyata, if it happens, it is an Angakarya, not Sandhikarya. Yes. That Kuttam, what we saw in the context of Sandhi, that's different. Jalamuch, Payamuch, those shabdas we saw in the context of Subanta, declension. Remember?
Hmm.
You don't remember, just for your recall, just type Jalamuch Shabda, Jalam Munchati, Jalamuch plus Takarantaha, Pullingaha, Jalamuch Shabdaha. How do you decline that? Jalamuch plus Su. I taught you very long back, this is Su Pratyaya, Pratama Bhakti, Ekavachana Pratyaya. So that will go away. Therefore, you will have Jalamuche. This is a one-lettered Pratyaya following a consonant will drop. Remember, I told like this.
Mm-hmm.
So you get Jalamuche. Now Chakara at the end of the Padam. Therefore, by the Sandhi rule, Chakara at the end of the Padam are followed by Jal. Chakara replaced by corresponding
Kavarga.
Kavarga letter before kakara.
Jalamuk.
Then the Jastum will happen there by the Jalamuche. Or since that is at the end, can be replaced optionally by Kar letter Jalamucha Jalamuk. We saw. Or you can take the other one, Jalamuch plus Bhyam. Bhyam is Tritiya Vyakti Dvivachanam or Chaturthi or Panchami, whatever it is. When followed by Bhyam, Jalamuch, we have seen this enjoys this Sanya Padam. Therefore, or when Chakara followed by Bhyam, which is a Jal letter, both way we can take. Jalamuch, Chakara replaced by corresponding Kavarga letter, Bhyam. This is Jastum, this is Kutvam. And then Jastum is, this is a Padam, Padanta Jal, replace it by corresponding Jash letter, which is Jalamuk. And we apply Jastum to Jal followed by Jash. Jal will be replaced by Jash, Jalamuk. Yeah, so we get that form. I hope you Sandhi we saw very elaborately. Remember what Sandhi. So this is Sandhi context. This is not what we are doing it here. This is Anga Karya. Anga, the Dhatu, which is the Anga, the Chakara is there, replaced by corresponding Kavarga letter for Chakara and Jakara alone. That's why I've written here. This is for the people who know Sutram, but we don't know. But you can just note the number. This is 7352. See, if you can understand like this, the sutra starting from 6th chapter, 4th section, 4th pada, first sutra onwards up to 7th chapter, 4th section, last sutra. It means 6th, we have got 8 chapters in Ashtadhyaya. You can see Ashtadhyaya it is. 8 chapter, each chapter has got 4 sections. So 6th chapter, last section. Then 7th chapter, first section, second section, third section. So it means the 5 chapters, the 5 sections, Shmita. 5 sections. Whatever it is, the Karya happens in this 5 section. They're all Anga Karya. Now 7352, where is that? It is in this range. 6th chapter, 4th section, first sutra onwards, 7th chapter, 4th section, last sutra. In this range, that is 5 sections are covered. In this 5 section, whatever happens, it happens for the Anga Karya. Related to Anga Karya. So therefore, this is in 7352. Therefore, this is Anga Karya, not Sandhi Karya. Whereas a Kuttam, what we saw before, that is Sandhi. So don't confuse Sandhi with Sandhi, which is what we saw before. Just type it under it. 8th chapter, 2nd section, last sutra. Up to 8th chapter, 4th section, I think maybe last sutra. 82, 83, 84. Those are Sandhi Karya. Sandhi is when 2 things come close together, then whatever happens, that is Sandhi. So therefore, there is a lot of difference. It is not same. So here, that's why note, this is given this note for the students who know Sutra, but we don't know, it's okay. But you can remember what I said. As a note, you can write it. Sandhi Karya it is. Okay, so please note. You remember we have called that Kuttam as Kuttam. I think just Kuttam. If you want to call, you can call Kuttam Sandhi, Samhitayam. That's in the Sandhi context, what Kuttam happens? Kuttam means Kavarga is Yadesha in the place of Chavarga. That is Samhitayam Kuttam. You can refer to that Kuttam happening in the context of Sandhi as Samhitayam Kuttam. Here it is Angakarya. Angakaryam Kuttam. You can refer to that. Simple way to remember. Samhitayam Kuttam, there is Kuttam happening due to Sandhi. Here Kuttam happening due it is Angakarya. Angakaryam Kuttam. So you can remember like that. Because in both the cases, Shavarga is replaced by Kavarga, right? You can remember like that. We'll see the application of this and maybe we'll see little more. Fine. Now this point number 7. The following that these are all see whatever okay, Kuttam is over. Forget about that. If you don't understand something, it's okay. Now regarding Yata and Yata and these pratyas which we talked about. 7 pratyas are there which are called Krit pratyas, Kritya pratyas added in this sense. Reshati Sarga Prapta Kaleshu Arghate Yogyate Avashekarte. And among them, Yat pratyaya is added to the dhatu, which are Ajanta, and Yat pratyaya is added to dhatu, which are Varnanta dhatu, Alanta dhatu. Now, and Tabya pratyaya and Taniya pratyaya can be added to any dhatus. Okay, now we have exceptions. That is, these exceptions are all important. First, you have to remember exception, and then only Utsarga, general. The following dhatus which are not Ajanta will take Yat pratyaya. The following dhatus which are not Ajanta will take, what did we say before? Yat pratyaya added to,
Janta Dhatu.
but now here we are adding to Halanta
Not
dhatu.
Ajanta.
Not Ajanta means it must be ending with what?
Halanta.
Not all the Alanta, some dhatus which are given. So you have to remember this. Don't add Nyat. If you add Nyat, what will happen? Taka will become Takya. So get a Ashuddha Rupa. It is Yat only. Taka will become Takya. Shas will become Shasya. Chat, Chatya. Yat, Yatya. Jana, Janya. Don't add Nyat. So these 5 Tak, Shas, Chat, Yat, Jan will take Yat Pratyaya. Though they are Halanta, it will not take Nyat, it will take Yat alone. That is the rule. Exception 1. There are many exceptions. Then Handatu, Alanta, Rajanta.
Halanta.
So what pratyaya should it take? We are talking about only
Nyat.
Yat, Nyate, Kyapati. Because it will take a Tavya, it will take Aniyar. That's not a problem. Kelimar, it will take. Okay. Kelimar, we will see. Let us not. Kelimar, it will take. About that, we'll see later. So it will take Tavya, it will take Aniyar. There's no problem. But among the pratyas whose content is yeah. It's supposed to take Nyat, but it will not. It will take a Yat pratyaya and it will get the Adesha Vadha also. You know, we get the Vadha, Vadhya. Vadhya means that which is, it should be killed, not which is killed, which should be. Vadhyam. Vadhya means Vadhana Yogya, Hanana Yogya, that which deserved to be killed. Vadhyam. Hanana Yogya, Vadhya. An plus Yat, not Nyat. So, and also when we add Yat, An also should be replaced by Vad. You get a Adesha Vad. Then you get Vadhya. Vadhya means, An means to kill. So Vadhya means that which should be killed. Deserves to be killed. Deserves to be finished. Deserves to be destroyed. Hanana Yogyaha. So we can say Dhatarashtraha Hanana Yogyaha. That's what Bhagavan says, right? Gita. Those people are adharmika, therefore they deserve to be killed. They require that punishment. They are Anana Yogyaha. Okay, this is second exception. So 5 dhatus, previous one, this is 6 dhatus. Then Pavarganda dhatu. Pavarganda dhatu meaning Alanta dhatu. Alanta dhatu supposed to take what? Nyat, but it will
Nyat.
take yat. And also, Pavarganda dhatu having at as its upada. It means akara must be its upada. Otherwise, it will take nyat. Pavarganda dhatu having the upada letter akara will take yat pratyaya. Okay. So after the class, now just listen. After the class, you write. I will not send this document now.
Okay.
After we complete only, I will send. You have to understand, write it. You have your notes. First, listen, understand. Japa plus yat. Japya. So yat pratyaya, adhidataka pratyaya, ittagama will not come. So, and angakarya, no angakarya possible. Therefore, japya. Gam, gamya. Gamya we have seen in the passages. Gamya. Gamya means that which should be reached. Gramam, gamyam. Gramaha, gamyaha. The gramaha, gamyaha. Yes. So this is Pavarganta dhatu. Upada is a. Therefore it will take yat pratyaya. Rabya, rab dhatu. Arabya. No, sorry, that is different. Rabya. Okay, this some of these three dhatus. These three dhatus are Pavarganta dhatu having upada akara. Okay, then Shak dhatu. Shak is the sense of able to, possible. In that meaning, Shakya dhatu is used. Shak. Shaktau. That's the meaning of the dhatu. That dhatu and Sak dhatu, Sahanam, Marshane, will take, these are Halanta dhatu, supposed to take a Nyat, but it will take Yat. So Shakya becomes Shakya. Shaknoti Hayvaya Sodum. Shakya it is. Sak plus Ya, Sakya. All these are exceptions. So we have more, if you remember more exceptions are more. It means if we know the exception, then remaining are general. Therefore, general will cover everything else. Dhatus gad to speak, mad, char, and yam. These are alanta dhatus supposed to take nyat, what it will take? Yat. And also condition is when they are not in association with any upasarga, no upasarga, anupasarga, this dhatu. The gad plus yat will become gadya. Gad means to speak, that which is spoken. That which should be spoken. Madhya plus ya, et madhya. Char plus ya, charya. What about yam? Yam is it not covered by the previous rule? It is Pavarganta dhatu preceded by shouldn't take Pavarganta dhatu having akara at supada. It takes yet. Should it be covered by this here? But why I'm writing it again another time? Because here it is talked about without any upasarga. If it is with upasarga, then nyat will come. Okay. That is why here it is done. Yam dhatu without upasarga will take yat pratyaya. The mentioning of yam dhatu is for niyamanarthe, restriction. That is yam dhatu without upasarga will take yat pratyaya. If it is so upasarga yam dhatu, upasargena vartate. So upasargaha yat dhatu will take nyat pratyaya. That is why it is specified here. These four dhatus are mentioned, and these four dhatus without upasarga, it will take the pratyaya yat. If it is with upasarga, then it will not take all the four dhatus. If upasarga is there, then it will not take yat. It will take nyat. Same thing for yam also. Yam dhatu without upasarga will take yet with upasarga, then it will fall back into the general rule, will take nyat. Not even, not yet. It will fall back to general one, will take nyat only. That is why it is mentioned. This is number 9, this is 10, 10th. Then this is 11. Then this is 12. Then gadadatu, sorry, vadadatu will take nipatanam. Nipatanam means you cannot arrive at the form of this word by applying any rule. In other words, nipatanam means you can understand ready-made words. Pani Maharishi doesn't want to mention any rule for that. This just he makes these words. These are words which are there in the language. It's the one word he doesn't have to write 3-4 sutra for that. He will just say, this is the form of this dhatu. Simple. They're called nipatanam, ready-made words. So Bad dhatu will take nipatanam to form avadya. Just says avadya. Avadya is made the word, ready-made word. How does it derive? How does it derived? No, how it is derived from the sutra is doesn't want to say. I mean, for one dhatu, he has to mention all the rules. He says from Bad dhatu we get avadya. How he, I mean, in the meaning of what that is given. Bad dhatu will take nipatanam to form avadya in the meaning of that which is censurable, scoldable, reproachable, faulty, blamable, perfect in association with none. So Vadya becomes Vadya, and after that, Nanch, negative of that, Nanch become Avadya. Vadadhatu being an Alantadhatu supposed to take Niyata. If it takes Niyata, it becomes Vadya. But it is not Vadya. It is negative of that becomes Avadya. It is not Avadya, it is Avadya. It doesn't give any rule for this. It just says Nanch arte vadadhatoho vadya iti rupam bhavati. In the meaning of what? In the meaning of censurable, faulty, blamable, perfect in association with. This is the meaning given. Avadya panyavarya gargya panitavya nirodheshu. English translation only I have written here. Sense of that which is censurable, faulty, blamable, perfect in association. Okay. Dhatu, but the meaning to speak. Vektaya machi. Vektaya machi means to speak. And negative of that in the sense of censurable, faulty, etc. Then the form of the dhatu would be avadya. Just a note, avadya. Derived from vadadhatu that we have to by adding et pratyaya. I've given here how it is come. Vad plus yat. And the nanch, negative of that, it's a compound. Vad plus yat, vadya, na vadya, avadya. In the sense of gargyate. Gargyate means ninda, scolding. Avadya. Okay, this is what avadya, nipatanam, the word. It doesn't say avadya, how it is derived. It just mentioned the sutra, avadya, the word, in the sense of this used. Then how it is derived, then we have to, from this word, because it is there in the language, you have to note that it is not nyat pratyaya, badadhatu takes yat pratyaya. If it is nyat, then va would have become va. He doesn't say that. He says it will become, it remains va only. That, and this is only the negative. Nanj used to be there. Nanj is a, Nanj is a avyaya. So this is a compound. Okay. Nanch tat purusha samasa. Like we have many kshara, akshara, amayam, anamayam, dharma, adharma. Similarly, vadya, avadya. Okay. So avad is just avadya. So na vadyam, avadyam. This is extra something. We have the word anavadya. It comes in Gita, Anavadya, somewhere. How it is derived, double negative. Navadyam, Avadyam, Navadyam, Anavadyam. Avachyavadan Shabagun. It comes no in the Gita. So in that sense, Anavadyam. Avadyam means papam, censurable papam. Navadyam, Anavadyam. So Anavadyam means is Anaka ityartaha. No papam. Anavadyam. Okay, this is something extra. It is not required. This is for my understanding. I just thought because avadyam, anavadyam, the word is there. And avadyam also in some places we use. So that is derived from the dhatu, bad dhatu, adding yat pratyaya. It's a nipatana, a ready-made word given by Panini Maharishi. There are many words like that he gives. Even the word ritvik, he used no. What is the meaning of ritvik? Ritvik. Ritvik is Purvagita Ritvik, the one who officiates as a priest. This is also ready-made word, not derivable by applying the sutra. Pani Maharishi just gives his word, but we can give some sort of derivation. That is different. He uses a word in one sutra. So from that we have to understand. Whenever he uses a word in the sutra, then we have to understand it's all nipatanam. Doesn't give how the words are derived. Okay, now in this meaning, Vadya will become Avadya, taking Nanj and taking the Nanj and Yat Pratyaya. In other meanings, Yat Pratyaya or Kyap Pratyaya will come. That also is given. Because there is Sutra. Vada Supi Kyapcha. Vada plus Kyap Pratyaya becomes, in other meanings, Vada plus Kyap. Kyap being a Kit Pratyaya. Vada Dhatu will undergo Samprasaranam. So Va will become U, then Udya. Na Udya, Anudya. Oh, this is what I said. Avachyavadan Sabagum. Avachya means that which cannot be uttered. Gita, it comes, right? Avachyavadan Sabagum. Anudya, unutterable. That meaning comes. Na Udya, Anudya. It's a compound. It is the Anudya is that which cannot be uttered. Derived from Udya. And Udya is derived from the Dhatu, Vada Dhatu. How it takes Udya? By taking Kyap Pratyaya. Okay. In other meanings, it will Vada Dhatu will take Nyat Pratyaya. So Kyap Pratyaya, Nyat Pratyaya. Okay. How it is, why it's a Nyat? Because Chakara is in the Sutra. Therefore, Nyat. I have not given the example. We'll see. This itself will be confusing. Just a note. As it is there. Just a note. Okay, next one. This is 13. Pandhatu. All these are very specific dhatus. Okay. Because we are seeing exception. So for some specific dhatus. Pandhatu in the sense of that which is dravya, vinimaya, that is selling, saleable. So vyavahararthe. Pan will become panya. Panyaha gauhu. Gauhu is the Srilinga. Cows which are saleable. So panyaha gauhu. Similarly, panyam kambalam. The kambalam which is saleable. This is in the Pandhatu, has got two meanings. One is Vyavahara. Vyavahara meaning selling. Other meaning is Tuti, praising. In Tamil also we have Pan. Pan means what? So that is in the sense of Stuti. If it is the Stuti, then the Dhatu Pan will take Nyat Pratyaya. Please note. So Pandhatu will take Yat, the sense of Vyavahara. It will take Nyat in the sense of Stuti. Panyam. Panyam. Panyam means that which deserves praise. Shamsana, Prashamsana, Yogyaha ityartaha. Then Vrindatu. Please note all these are exceptions. Vrindhatu in the sense of the meaning of that which is unobstructable. That sense, Vrindhatu will take Vrindhatu. Vridhatu, Nakara is the letter. It's a Nakara on the Dhatu. Supposed to take Nyat, but it will not take Nyat in the sense of unobstructable. It will take Yat Pratyaya. Therefore, Varya. Yat Varya. This sutra is not, I don't know why I wrote. From the Vrit Dhatu, meaning to choose, Varya is derived. Strilinga Rupam will be Varya, meaning a girl choosing her husband and is not obstructed by anyone. Only in Strilinga, the derivation of the word is Varya is accomplished by adding the Pratyaya. Please note, Vru means to choose. Comes in Kathopanishad and all. Varanam, Vrine, Vru Dhatu. So Varya is derived and Strilinga form of that is Varya. In fact, that for Strilinga form only this Yat Pratyaya is added to the Dhatu. Shatena Varya, unobstructed by 100. Sahasrena Varya, unobstructed by 1000. In Strilinga, the derivation of the word Varya is accomplished by adding the word Yat. So first you get Varya and Strilinga become Varya. It means the girl choosing her husband, not obstructed by anybody. Not obstructed by 1000, not obstructed by 100 or 1000. The woman can choose her husband in that sense. Vridhatu will take Yat Pratyaya and Strilinga Varya. In Pullinga, what will happen? In Pullinga, it will take only Nyat Pratyaya. So Vru plus Nyat, therefore Varya, Angakarya, Vru will undergo, that is Angakarya, Vriddhi, Varya. So Varyaha, Ritvijaha, Ritvik, Ritvich, Ritvik or Ritvijav, Ritvijaha, Bhagavachana. So should be chosen. In that meaning, Varyaha, Ritvijaha, Pullinga it is. Another form is, it can take Kyapa also by another rule. Etis tu shas vru dru jashaha Kyapa. Here vru is there. So you get the form Vritya, vru plus Kyapa. Because it is a Kitta, no Angakarya possible. Therefore you get Vritya. By this sutra, Kyap Pratyaya is also ordained to the Dhatu. All these are important? Not important. Just it is there as exceptions, because that is how it is there, Krityas. You note that. That much is enough. So, not so important. These are all exceptions. Just to know it, it's enough. Basic things you need to remember. Given any dhatu other than this, the Kritya Rupam should be able to identify. So, and we are going to do exercise later. There we will see in detail. Some sentences here later will be, you will see, it will become easy. And of course, some readings, everything will be there. So you will understand. Whatever I say exception, even I also don't remember, keep that all the time in my mind. It's not possible, not required also. It's all in specific sense. Just for the sake of knowing, that's it. Doesn't add anything special. So don't remember. Don't worry, but basic things that you have to remember. Okay, so we'll stop here. Let's see. Yes.
Yes.
Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavad.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Dhanyavada.